YouTube podcast world, what's good, family? You already know the name, man. Pays and Plays podcast here. Go ahead and give y'all week three of the NFL season. All I ask is simple things, man. Hit the like button, takes half a second. Subscribe, pass the word around, man. I ain't that hard, bro. I'm real lenient with it, but let's get right into it while we at it, right? Miami Dolphins traveling to Buffalo, take on the Bills. Bills 11.5 point favorites. Bills to win and cover. This Dolphins team, bro. Anthony Weaver needs to be fired as a DC. I think that's the only chance for Mike McDaniel to keep his job, bro, because his defense can't stop a soul, bro. And honestly, you can argue they gave New England that game. It should have been no way that it should have been that way, but it happened that way. And they can't stop nobody, bro. So how can I expect them to stop the Bills? Come on now. Next game, we got the Las Vegas Raiders traveling to the Washington to take on the Commanders. Commanders 3.5 point favorites. I'll say Commanders to win and cover. I'm not sure on the status of Jaden Daniels, however. I'm not sure on that. But this Raiders offensively, man, they look like poo. Just straight poo, bro. I really don't know how to explain about this team. They I don't know, bro, because Geno Smith has so many times to help cover this game, the backdoor cover at least, and just didn't do right. But defensively, I think there'll be a challenge, but I still think Washington can win this game. I will be 100% more confident if Jane Daniels is playing, though. Next game, we got the Atlanta Falcons traveling to Carolina, take on the Panthers. Panthers 5.5 point underdogs. Panthers to cover, Falcons to win. I mean, division dogs, bro. You know how I feel about division dogs. And I mean, Atlanta, bro, I don't like their offensive play calling. This team should have had about at least three, four touchdowns, bro, and they decided to kick field goals and win the game off field goals. That's not how you're gonna win this approach. Carolina is just a grace on. Let's see if they actually will step up and win the game. They usually have Atlanta slipping in certain spots anyway, so that's my lean towards that. Carolina to cover, Falcons to win. Next game, we got another situation similar like this. We got the Green Bay Packers traveling to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Browns 8.5 point underdogs. Give me the Packers to win, Browns to cover. I just respect this Browns defense a lot. I do. And even though I'm a Packer fan, I'm not gonna be all, yeah, Packers on the Super Bowl. Not just yet, buddy. I still need to see how the season is gonna go. But I'm like I said, I respect the Packers defensively, and I like the Browns defensively. I will go under because I just know it's gonna be kind of a dogfight. But I still expect the Packers to win. If you don't like that number, I'll say put that in the teaser and drop it down to 2.5, 1.5, depending on what number you use for the teaser. Next game, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to Foxborough, take on the Patriots. Patriots plus 1.5 point underdogs. I'm going with the Patriots to win and cover, but this is something I wouldn't be told, and I'll be looking at that total. 44.5. I think that's a total you should look at going over because both defenses right now ain't it. Both offenses can show some signs of scoring. And if it's honestly, I could see it being like a 27-24 game. That's just what these two teams are capable of doing with the lack of defense that's around right now and the fact that their offense can actually score. That's my views on that one. Next game, we got the LA Rams traveling to the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles, some books 4.5, some books 3.5. I'm going to go with a slight upset and a slight reach and say Rams to win and cover. I mean, this Eagles offensive coordinator, bro, I have questions, bro. And this Rams offense, defense, they overall look good. And I think there's a chance, bro. The last couple games, it was close against these two. And it is really up to if the Rams can keep exploiting that CB2 that I always mention. Because I honestly think Philly should have had lost last week. That's just my opinion. But I like the Rams in this spot. And yeah, I think they can pull it off. It can be a last minute field goal with the cover, but I do think they can actually win this game outright as an underdog. Next game, we got the Indianapolis Colts traveling to Tennessee to take on the Titans. Titans plus 3.5 point underdogs. I'm going with the Colts to win, Titans to cover. Just because it's 3.5, bro. I do think Cam Ward has gotten better each game he keeps playing, but that's with more reps. I know the Colts, for some reason, sometimes are really stagnant when they play games on the road in division games because that's just kind of how the Colts have always been. But this game in particular, like I'm saying, I'm picking the Colts to win. But I do think late fourth quarter is going to have to be one of those type of drives where they got to score a field goal to win. And nowadays, if it's 3.5, bro, I'm stagnant because some teams now drain the clock out and kick the field goal instead of going for the touchdown and hoping the other team got to score and win. Just how it goes nowadays. Next game, we got the New York Jets visiting Tampa to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers 6.5 point favorites. Bucks to win and cover. I mean, Justin Fields not playing, looking like Tyrod Taylor's looking like he's playing, and the way Baker is, bro, and the fact that this team did step up when it needed to against Houston, I almost see the same energy they're going to have against this Jets team in this sunny humidity of Tampa. I can just see them dominating this game against the Jets without, of course, Justin Fields at the quarterback. Tyrod Taylor is something I wouldn't sleep on, but I mean, you just never know. But like I said, I would tease this Buccaneers game. I would tease it down from the 6, 7.5, depending on where you get at, and tease that down. Next game, we got the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings -3. I'm gonna make this quick, simple. Vikings -3. Both got backup quarterbacks. Aaron Jones is playing for the Vikings. Is either Jake Browning or Carson Wentz. I really trust Carson Wentz, so that's my pick on that one. Just gotta say it like that. Next game, you got the Houston Texans traveling to Duval County to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars -1.5. Give me Houston to win and cover. I do see this as a desperation game for Houston. I do see them winning this game. And I'm looking at this Jags defense. It's a shame that they let Jake Browning win the game. And on top of that, they had the lead when Joe Burrow got hurt. That's why I'm really more confused with this team. I don't know what's going on with the relationship between Cohen and Trevor Lawrence, but it's very rocky. And Houston got a good defense. I know the offensive line is a little weird right now, and that's probably why there's some struggles. Everyone's going to try to blame CJ Stroud, but no, this offensive line is weary. But I'm willing to take a risk with this one as the Texans being the underdog. I'm willing to take that chance and give Houston a win and cover against his fellow AFC South division foe. Next game, we got the New Orleans Saints traveling to Seattle, taking on the Seahawks. Seahawks -7. I'm going with the Saints to cover, Seahawks to win. I, I mean, I don't expect Sam Darnold to have two great back-to-back games, and I know Spencer Rattler is still trying to fight for that first win because he has not won a game yet. So this could be a game. I mean, listen, the last 2 weeks has been competitive with them, so it's not like it's not a fighter's chance. I like the +7. I like 7.5 that you can see in the other books. If you like either or if you like Seattle, take that teaser, drop it down. There you go. You're welcome. Next game, we got the Denver Broncos at the LA Chargers. Chargers 2.5 point favorites. I'm leaning towards the Chargers to win and cover, but I think the over might be a good play because both teams can be somewhat in the mid 20s. Because Denver has an explosive offense. Chargers, they find ways to score offensively, and that's kind of how you got to expect it. I don't know how last week with the leverage call is going to really hurt the Broncos, but I think the Chargers at home finally kind of just doing what they got to do. I think they'll handle it -2.5. I think game winning field goal, worst case scenario, honestly, as long as it's within three. Next game, we got the Arizona Cardinals traveling to the San Francisco 49ers. Niners -1.5 point favorites. Give me the 49ers to win and cover. don't really have too much science between this one. I know it's Mac Jones against Kyler Murray, but I can't really trust this offense right now with the Cardinals because you know Kyler Murray around this time slowly starts to be on bullshit. And you know that's what happens when it comes to him. He'll be good the first couple weeks and then you'll start seeing signs on what goes on, bro, when he starts to kind of slack. That's just how I look at it, but it is what it is on that one. Next game, we got the Dallas Cowboys at the Chicago Bears. Bears 1.5 point favorites. You would think I go with the Cowboys on this one, right? Nah, I'm not doing that, bro. Give me the Bears to win and cover. This isn't no dome. This isn't Jerry World. You feel me? This is why I think the Cowboys were able to pull off what they did against the Giants. But there's no bland plan. I can't see how they can handle this Bears receiver core, and that's what I'm looking at. Yeah, they can't really produce a pass rush. Okay, yeah, they got Jadeveon Clowney from free agency, but to be quite honest with you, bro, Jadeveon Clowney to me has always been a better run coverage DN linebacker than a pass rusher. That's just my opinion because I've always seen them always stop the run efficiently. But that don't mean I'm gonna stop not picking the Bears, bro. Because I mean, if the Giants are able to pick apart the Cowboys, somebody like Caleb Williams, I mean, listen, them getting embarrassed by the Lions, bro, that was gonna bound to happen. Honestly, I think they wake up from that ass beating they got and they bounce back against the Cowboys and get the first win. Next game, we got the Kansas City Chiefs travel to MetLife, take on the Giants. Giants 5.5 point underdogs. Giants to cover, Chiefs to win. Y'all know this analogy, bro. Chiefs cover don't cover games like this. I see them getting their dub. And to people that be talking crap about why the Chiefs suck, I mean, listen, bro, like you don't have a number one receiver or your number two receiver out there. It's gonna be difficult, bro. That's kind of how that goes when it comes to injuries. Worthy might be playing this game, so I will even be more comfortable. But this would be a good one where, like I said, you tease that number down, bro. It might be 6, 7 by the time it comes to kickoff. I do like a lot of teasers this week, by the way. I am just gonna say it out there like that. And lastly, Monday Night Football, we got the Detroit Lions visiting Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Ravens 5.5 point favorites. Give me the Ravens to win and cover, but I do like that total going over. Lions going to probably score 20 some points. Baltimore may score 30, 40 some points. Hell, Baltimore's letting teams drop 30, 40 points on them. So, I mean, I don't really have no science behind how Ravens cover, how the Lions cover, honestly. This is maybe one game where I can't pick a side, but that's why I gave you a over total. I think it was maybe at 50 or 51's last time I saw it. So I do think that might be a great way for you if you don't decide to pick a side, because I get it, bro. This is maybe the one game where I could say I don't have an official read on because I mean, the Lions dropped 55 points, but then yet again, though, they can get their ass beat next week. That's just how it goes with them, dog. But as far as teasers, before I end the video, teasers, I'm looking at what I'm looking at. I would go Packers 8.5, Rams plus 3.5, Bucs minus 6.5, Texans plus 1.5. And I would say Chiefs minus 5.5 and tease that number down 6 or 7 as your teaser parlay. I don't see why that don't hit. I see all those teams in particular I just mentioned to win outright too. So that concludes week 3 picks, predictions. You guys like the content, like I mentioned, man. Pass the word around, man. And as always, let's be safe out here, man. And let's get this money. You feel me?